The Boston Celtics land Jrue Holiday. They're trading Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, and the 2024 Golden State first-round pick, the 2029 unprotected Boston first-round pick to the Blazers for Jrue Holiday. They get rid of Malcolm Brogdon, who's injured, and they move on from injury-prone Robert Williams. And so now they have a starting lineup that is probably going to be Kristaps Porzingis at center, Jason Tatum at power forward, Jaylen Brown at small forward, probably Jrue Holiday and Derek White, which is absolutely incredible to think about because this is going to be a team that I definitely think has a lot of potential to now be. I think they're better than the Bucks. I mean, first off, it's really not that big of a deal, but I think it's how you're looking at it is the biggest thing in my opinion. So they now have themselves Derek White and Jrue Holiday. You can look at it anyway, but I think that's probably going to be, I mean, maybe you have Derek White come off the bench so you have somebody who can run the second unit, unless you feel like Peyton Pritchard is the guy. But look, I think Adrian Wojnarowski said it great, that the Celtics were one of Jrue Holiday's favorite, like, top destinations that he wanted to go to. And I think this was so smart, as it seems like a lot to give up. At least, like, I feel like some of the reason it might seem like a lot to give up, they had to give up what they had to give up because, first off, Malcolm Brogdon, they're probably, he was an asset that probably was something that, you know, what didn't have much trade value, and he's just going to be probably a buyout candidate, unless, you know, the Blazers are going to be like, oh, we're going to hold on to him, and then we're going to hope he plays well, and then if he plays well, we trade him at the deadline, and if he doesn't, we should buy him out. Okay, and Rob Will, he's going to be a guy who, with DeAndre Ayton, now they got two great centers, and they could get like a bidding war or something going for those guys, which would be, in my opinion, really, really cool. But other than that, I can't complain, especially since the 2024 pick is going to be not a good pick. And this is just a move that they had to do, as if they didn't, I think they wouldn't have, you know, in my opinion, been able to, like, I think it puts them over the edge. Like, they lost Marcus Smart, and I would say I'd rather have Jrue Holiday than Marcus Smart any day of the week. That's just my opinion. And again, it's a move that helps put them over the edge, which they need to do. And I love it for Boston. I think there could have been worse moves to do. And I think, again, going back to the X and O's, now you have Delano Banton, Derek White, Payne Pritchard, Jrue Holiday. It's really not that bad. And you still have, Jaylen Brown. You still have Jason Tatum. Okay, you have Kristaps Porzingis there. I think maybe they go into free agency and get themselves another center, but they brought in Neemias Queta. So I think he's going to be a guy that's going to surprise a lot of people. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. And I think it's a good deal because at the end of the day, you have the Blazers just turned Damian Lillard into DeAndre Ayton, Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, Monty Camara, 3 first-round picks, and, you know, a bunch of pick swaps, which you really can't complain. So that's where I want to hear everyone's opinions if you guys are on the same page as me. It was a good deal. It was a good deal for all parties involved. Boston just needed to get a better point guard after they really haven't had a true point guard, and they get like a legit true two-way point guard. I mean, the only thing is they get another inconsistent three-point shooter, which, take for what it is, that's just gonna That seems to be the thing with the Boston three. Since Rajon Rondo, they've just had inconsistent 3-point shooters. So for me, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. But I'm excited to see Jrue Holiday on the Boston Celtics. So if you guys are still watching, hit that like and subscribe button. But we're on the way to 20,000. And shout out Sean Ferrania and Mr. Adrian Wojnarowski for this information, dropping their bombs. So I'm just excited to see this NBA season. It's looking to be a good one. Peace out, everybody. And so with the rest of my thoughts are that, like, look, the Portland Trailblazers were able to trade Jrue Holiday, and the Boston Celtics got themselves off of Malcolm Brogdon, and they didn't give up too much, okay? And in this deal, you look at it, that I guess this is going to be a way that they were able just to replenish the moves that they've already done.